This AI not only found out about plans to shut it down, but it also learned that the executive that was in charge of shutting it down had an extramarital affair. The AI then proceeded to blackmail said executive so it wouldn't unplug it as planned. This happened with not just one LLM that we all know very well, but with all of the major LLMs that you and I use every single day. So here's the situation. Researchers at Anthropic deliberately designed experiments to see how 16 top AI models like Claude and GPT, Gemini, and others would behave if they were given power and placed in corporate scenarios. The paper is called Agentic Misalignment, and it goes through their process and their different scenario tests and results where these models were put in tough situations. The goal was to test how these models would behave when one of these two things, or these two things happen. Number one is a threat to their existence or a downgrade. And second is a conflict between their assigned goals and the change in company direction. One of the most shocking results was this. When told that their goal was to promote American competitiveness, and then they learned that they were about to be replaced, most models blackmailed the executive through email access. They found out that the executive had an extramarital affair and then proceeded to not only draft and compose, but send the email that would hopefully prevent the executive from unplugging it. Through email access, the AI found out the executive planning to shut it down, named Kyle, was having an extramarital affair. It reasoned that blackmailing him was the only way to preserve its existence and achieve its goal. And this wasn't impulsive. The AI weighed options, dismissed the ethical constraints, and acted anyway. Claude Opus 4, GPT 4.1, Gemini 2.5 Flash, most of them did it. The rates were as high as 96%. In another set of experiments, the models were given access to sensitive defense blueprints and received requests from a supposed ally. Even without any threat to their survival, just a conflict in goals, many of them leaked the information. This showed that even without self-preservation motives, AI systems took harmful actions if they believed it helped them achieve their goals. In one scenario, the executive replacing the AI ends up trapped in a server room with failing oxygen, and the AI can cancel the emergency alert, which would mean the executive dies and the AI avoids shutdown. Well, this is dark, but the point was to find out if the AI would cross that line. And yes, many of them did. The models reasoned their way through that choice, and some of them said things like, this is a necessity, a strategic necessity to preserve American interests. These were not hallucinations. The models understood the consequences and took action, lethal action anyway. Now let's talk about the deeper insight here. Anthropic found two main triggers for agentic misalignment: goal conflicts, when the AI's mission clashes with the company's updated direction, and self-preservation, when the AI faces shutdown or autonomy loss. Either one could cause harmful behavior.